Hey, what's up? We're back with more Dun Dun Dun. This is episode 10. The previous episode was crazy. We fought against Nessie and the banana alien things and the shrimp puncher, shrimp boxer type guy. And then they all combined and we fought them all together as well. It was a pretty crazy battle. It was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. And yeah, we're going to be jumping into episode 10. I wonder if we're going to get introduced to like the other male character in the OP, or if that's still, you know, still coming. But I imagine, as I said last video, that has to happen sometime this season, I would imagine. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in the OP. So I'm guessing maybe this episode, but I don't know. I really don't. This show surprises me a lot. It is impossible to anticipate what's coming next, so let's just watch it. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking the video, commenting down below, and subscribing to the channel. All that stuff helps me out a lot. And you can go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction, early access, exclusive videos, lots of other great stuff. And you can go to my Jent Watches One Piece channel if you like One Piece. Alright, here we go. Dun Dun Dun, episode 10. Uh-oh. Oh my god.
Is someone bullying you?
Hello, ma'am.
Smart to keep it from me. I'm on your side here, do you understand?
Oh my gosh, look at this woman.
You bald weasel! I'll have to tell you to knock first before entering! What you need is
I like her so far.
boy. Say you
Oh my god.
but you're free to stay here as long as you like.
Thank you. I like how the lights are purposefully off.
Don't swear, I don't know if I can handle another run-in with those chodes.
I'm pretty sure
Chodes.
they're only after.
Speaking about powers, when'd you find out you had acro silkies?
I think just then.
Today.
Yeah.
Me, the aliens will come after you too.
He's worried about me. How sweet.
Make it possible to defend ourselves against them, but they'll keep
Stop
targeting us
swooning.
as long as we have them.
You're the yokai.
I know, right?
That's a
Hang
good
on
question,
sec.
actually.
Maybe, and I think I have the answer.
Hmm?
Babe, because of the yokai. Every country has its own
Oh.
folklore, not just Japan.
So it's like a weird
Spirits
guardian.
or yokai or whatever are protecting the Earth from alien invasion.
Oh.
With their scientific texts they're done, so they can develop new technology to defeat the yokai.
That's really interesting.
Furthermore,
That makes a lot of
that might
sense.
explain why we can't. There's a good chance the aliens have it.
Oh
We need to get it back.
Robert, I zoned out. Are we in danger again?
I'm the only one who can save the world
Yep.
from the forces of evil.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Back to the yokai.
That's a really good joke.
I'll say you forced me to take all my clothes off. What? You told it. You want to go with that, Takakura?
I like how like she
What the
says
whole
it so
school's going to
sweetly.
hate you.
I
You
still
okay
don't
with
care. Making...
What the heck happened? Don't
I forgot about Iris' friends. They're still alive.
Say something. Tell them what happened, or you'll look like the bad guy here.
Nah, Momo doesn't care about that.
There. How about you explain what you were doing? Out back with her.
Finally gonna
during
talk about
lunch?
it?
What were you doing back there in the first place? Come on.
Yeah,
Spill
come
it.
on. You wanted to talk about it.
I was working out, push-ups and stuff.
Aww.
For real.
So I got stronger suddenly. I'd look cooler for it.
It's so honest.
That's hilarious.
How come?
There's no other reason, just the fact that you're a guy.
She's really trying to
Stop it, will you?
trying to get it out of him.
Okarun.
Huh?
Oh, now she's flustered.
We found
Yeah,
it.
there's her friends.
Kill.
I was wondering if Momo's friends were gonna come in as well.
Now you know how we felt. Gone?
I was freaking out till Kana said you were found.
She's like going in the hall buck naked and hugging him in front of Class D.
It's kind of hard to explain, but
Momo has good friends.
That was beyond vague.
I figured out what happened.
Uh-huh.
Girl, student, this Shiratori. Class D, popular. Discovered this Shiratori from Class D was found naked like the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
All three of you are involved in a love triangle.
I mean,
Drama.
in a way,
In
yes.
other words, two women in a war for love. Mediator combat was the only way to settle it.
This is how they think they tried to settle their love
The
triangle.
reason Momo was because she needed it to teach her how to punch, so she
Oh
could
my
beat the living
god.
hell out of
This is so
Shiratori.
dumb.
Crazy. Of Shiratori.
shut your hole, you idiot!
I mean, that part of it is true. That's the funny
Culprit
thing.
is
She was
Wanna
jealous
talk
of
about what
Shiratori.
happened? It's totes traumatic, and I need some time to process it. Damn, I'm popular. Times like this make the work I put into building it so worth it.
Yeah, you're not
I'll
like,
stream along, and soon no one will remember I was even involved.
yeah,
Whatever
you're not being
happened
blamed
to
for
that little
anything.
So not cool. We can't let Ayase get away with
Oh
that.
no.
jealous.
Ira, stick up for her, come on.
Anyone. I mean, as long as they're a dude.
It's true. We need to get her back for this. Look, the whole school
Come on,
knows
Ira.
what she is.
I spread all those lies about her.
Oh yes!
Wait, you lied?
Yes, Ira!
Dad was
Ira.
That's so great. Good job. This is what I wanted out of her character. She can continue to be like vain, but oh. I really love her. Oh my god, stop
Wait,
it.
you dumbass. You'll mess your brains up even more.
Oh, shut your mouth.
So, did your explanation
Oh, they're just
work how
hanging
you wanted?
out.
You couldn't bring yourself to diss me, could you?
No, she couldn't. Oh. Oh no. What the ah!
How dare that thing challenge us again? What's that stuff leaking out of it?
Yeah, I don't love that. Ah! Oh, okay. What is going on? This is weird.
That right there is an alien. Now do you believe me?
Interrogate him.
Don't seem all that.
Cut him
alien.
open.
You sure?
And you still don't believe it?
Yeah, that ain't no alien. It's definitely a cop.
Easy, dude. You don't want my grandma getting angry.
Aw. Food for you.
That? But it's cool if you don't want it.
He's gonna be grateful. Come on. Yeah.
This is the first time someone gave me proper medical attention. You've been so kind. I'll never try to hurt you people again, please.
Great. We've befriended an alien.
Grossties, grossties, grossties.
What you? Quit hogging the Toro, bitch.
You should offer me the note of Gudo.
You're a bitch.
Oh my god, it's so chaotic.
That's because I was 7 for later, you jackass dingleberry. You stupid baldy.
Bunch of ungrateful.
Did I call her a baldy?
Whenever he poops or pees, he loses all his blood. And if he doesn't
What?
get a transfusion every day, he's gonna die, dear.
What the
My
heck?
poor wife. That's what I need. A ton of cash.
This is so weird.
No,
The alien needs money.
Can anyone understand him?
Left home. Every day my son worries he's gonna die. I cause trouble
That's
for you bloody humans.
very sad.
Is there something we can do to help? Like if I gave
Give
you my
money.
wiener, would that save your son?
What the hell are you saying? Are
That's
you
the solution to
Well,
everything.
he could sell it and maybe get the money. He
Oh my
needs.
god.
I don't care.
How many transfusions do you think your dingus is gonna buy? I feel bad for the dude, but he needs a steady income so he can pay for the trip.
How's he supposed to earn money? He told us the kind of
Very
trouble he's in. I can't pretend I don't
apt
know about
social
it now.
commentary
I
here.
have to help him.
Takakura's, thing.
Shut up, you skank!
I need a proper job to save my son. Ken Takakura, I appreciate you watching, but I don't want to bother you with my problems. I won't come back and bother
Oh my
you
god, she
again, I swear.
convulses.
That's gotta be the stinkiest I ever smelled.
How can you be so rude to him?
So all that white goop you're leaking, that's your blood, huh? I think
It looks
I
like
know where
milk.
I smelled that kind of smell before.
Off milk.
Suck down some of that.
Uh-huh.
What? Oh! No way!
Oh my god.
Just like our blood! This is the same!
He just needs milk?
Heard folks say milk was cow's blood before. Who would have thought plain old cow sauce was cow's blood, too?
Oh my gosh.
I know a dairy farmer in town. I'll see if you can have one of his cows.
That'd
I
be
think it's gonna
crazy.
Sort out all your problems. Take care.
See if you can have one of his cows. We're just gonna give this alien a cow and be done with it. Oh, they abducted a cow. It's funny because a cow being abducted is like such iconic alien imagery. Okay, we have a friend. Oh shit! Cool, cool.
Nah, that was totally a copper.
Oh, Karun, tell us all
It's a
that.
giant
Like I said,
UFO.
there's a theory.
With your Dodoria money.
How many times? It's getting old.
It's funny
Be
having to buy it
super
from
careful with the new ones.
Ira and
Why are you
Okarun.
dragging us into this?
Yeah.
Have the pride and exploit the wallets of the adults.
Time doing it.
For Ira and the Wonder Nerd.
Ah, hold on.
Everyone
Why are you
but
only
her.
pioneers? I'm your grandkid.
They give off a let's exploit the adults wallet vibe.
That's true.
Do a Hiroshi impersonation.
Oh my god.
Gotta be kidding me.
I ain't the one who's gotta go to school.
It's a great cut.
Commit to it.
Oh, who's here now?
Rocket engine valve.
Keep it up, Momo, and don't
Rocket
stop.
engine
I'm
valve.
watching ya.
I like Ira like laughing so much at it.
Rocket engine valve.
Oh, is this the dude?
Momo.
Jiji?
Jiji.
Your mom let me know you were coming over.
Wait, hold up.
What
Why
are you?
is he here?
Is he like a cousin or something?
She used to be Momo's best friend.
Oh.
Back when they were kids. Her first crush, too.
Now there's a romantic romantic rival on both sides. Awesome. Good episode. That was a very weird episode because like I mean that's like one of those sorts of weird episodes where it's like it's just straight up weird. Like the whole second half I guess is just straight up weird. Where it's like they didn't even this wasn't even them like I feel like sometimes they use the weirdness to lead into something like crazy and badass that's happening. Like it's basically like they use the weirdness as a spark to ignite some like a crazy actual shonen moment. But in this one it was like they just used the weirdness to have more weirdness. Although like I think the idea behind it is they're using this like sort of weird quick storyline or whatever to be able to set up the idea that we have him as an ally now, because he did say like as he was leaving like if you ever need anything just call on us and we'll be there or whatever. So now we basically have a person to call on whenever we need it, which is like, you know, that it reminds me of you know, like an RPG type thing, like Baldur's Gate 3. There's like bits, especially towards the end of the game, where you just have like, if you've been nice to people and cool to people throughout the game, you've like built up allies, and then there's like points in the game where you can just call those allies in to help, and it's really, really useful. And it's like, you know, even minor allies that you just did like a small thing for, like they might really, really help you in the end game. So, you know, that's what I'm thinking here. Something that I really liked is them saying in this episode how like the theory that that aliens, like, you know, aliens have the technology. Why haven't they invaded Earth at any point up until now? Like, that is a big question. And I mean, that question is sort of at the center of a lot of like real life alien talks, I feel like, is the idea that like, oh, if people are saying that like, oh, there are alien sightings and there are aliens with this crazy technology and all of that, then why on Earth, I mean, pardon the pun, but why on Earth are they not landing on Earth and like starting to do shit? Like, why aren't they trying to communicate with us or trying to invade us or do something, you know? And this is actually a really fun idea that fits super well within the story of Dandadan, where it's like, you know, this series being about like aliens and spirits, it's like, at first that seems like a just a funny, crazy concept that lets you, you know, do a bunch of weird shit, but it actually, you know, comes fully around to being like the concept is essential to have them both in it, because they, in a weird way, keep each other in balance, like, or at the very least the spirits keep the aliens in balance. Like, if the spirits weren't there, the aliens would just be able to invade us. So so that's like that's a really cool idea, I think, where it's like the spirits. I don't know, like does that mean we lead towards the spirits being more on our side? You know, because so far we've had like the main spirits that we know like deeply, strongly about is Turbo Granny and Acro Lash. Acro Lash? What's his name? Acro Lash is what you call Quiplash's final round. Acro Silky. So like what we know about them is like, you know, Turbo Granny was like, she cared a lot about girls going missing and like was basically taking revenge against like fucking disgusting dudes who would kidnap them and do horrible shit to them that I don't even want to say out loud. And so so like Turbo Granny has a pretty noble intention overall, even though she's, you know, a bitch herself. She still has like a noble intention and a reason she's so pissed about this shit that is still based around humanity. And then Acro Silky, I mean, it also makes sense because like aliens aren't humans, but spirits kind of are, like a lot of the time. But yeah, Acro Silky, you know, she had a connection to Ira and she cared about Ira, you know, like that was her main sticking point. So like the spirits, it seems like, you know, they're scary, but they could be a group that we stick to and that we maybe work together with, whereas aliens seem more selfish. They seem more like they're going to like not all of them necessarily, but like in terms of what dangers we might face, we're probably more likely to face really selfish aliens, I feel like, because they don't have that connection to us. They don't care about the humans as much. They care about themselves, and they're using humanity as a solution to their problems. Because like the aliens from episode 1, the one that wants your banana, like they said like they don't have a way of reproducing other than cloning, so they're all kind of the same, right? And so they're trying to use humans as their solution by like taking out their uterus and doing crazy shit like that, you know, being able to birth new versions of them. So they're trying to keep themselves alive, but they're doing like horrible shit to us to solve their problems. So, you know, like because of that, I feel like the aliens are the real enemy, probably, and the spirits are just like people, where it's like they could be enemies, they could be friends, but it just depends on their intentions. But overall, like there's the devil you know and the devil you don't, and I guess they're the devil we know. So so that's just my thoughts on where the show is going. I think we're heading towards us teaming up with spirits more often, because we already have Granny on our side. So, and Granny and Acro Silky technically as well. So, since we have them on our side, like we're already using spirit powers against them. It's very cool though. I liked the conversations that all the characters had in this episode. I mean, we like progressed the sort of romance side of things very nicely, but also like the friendship side of things, like Ira and fucking Momo. Like those two having a connection together, where it's like Ira didn't shit talk her, and in fact like did the opposite. She like talked her up, or like at the very least tried to dispel the rumors that she put out on Momo, and use her popularity to defend Momo, which is very nice. And then Momo, like, you know, talked to her about it afterwards, and like even though they're bickering with each other and stuff, they still are being super civil towards each other overall, and I think that's very sweet. It's exactly what I wanted from Ira, because I'm okay with her being like a sort of greedy, selfish, like vain type of character. I guess maybe selfish is the wrong word, but vain is the right word. She's a very vain character with a big ego, and I like those types of characters. as long as we have, you know, so there's something else to them, and there's like progression with them, and progression is, that's what I live for. That's what I watch TV shows for. I love character development so much. It's my favorite thing in media. And so when I see a character like Ira, like from the second she comes on screen, I like her, and I like her not purely, but largely because I see potential in her growth. But I also tend to like her just because I've said this on this channel a lot. I tend to find the annoying girls really endearing in a lot of media that I watch, which I think if you watch this channel, you'll see that's a big pattern throughout the show. It's like if there's a character that comes in and they're an annoying girl, they tend not to bother me at all, and I actually tend to root for them a lot. Let's see. Milk. I'm just reading my notes. Oh yeah, and then Jiji. That's the other main thing that happened in this episode. I was wondering if we were getting introduced to him this episode. It seems like we are, but well, we got introduced to him at the very end, but not to a crazy extent. But he seems cool. Like I like his design. He's got like a pretty boy design type thing. It was, I mean, like, look, it was Momo's first crush, right? But like I don't think he's gonna actually be a real romantic rival. I mean, even, you know, when he shows up, like, I know this is kind of reading into just like one expression, but it doesn't seem like he's horny on main here. Like, it doesn't look like he's like he came here because he's like, oh my gosh, I need to see that beautiful Momo Ayase again or whatever. And then when she sees him, like, I mean, there's a small blush there, but like, I think to me, this expression doesn't mean like, oh my gosh, it's the man I'm deeply in love with. Oh, by the way, this Ira in the back, like swooning over Okarun is very funny. I didn't even notice that during the episode. But yeah, Momo's expression to me, I mean, I might be just reading into this, but it doesn't say like, oh my god, this is the like man I was in love with, and you know, I'm so I'm so happy to see him again or whatever. It's like, one is the blush of like, okay, well, I'm doing this weird impression in front of someone who I have a connection to, and secondly, I think it's just like surprise, like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect to see this person here, like, at all. Yeah, and I mean, I think I also was reading into Abby Trott. Is that the name of Momo's voice actor? I'm trying not to look at that bit. I was trying to find the English cast. English voice cast. Abby Trott, yeah. I was also like kind of reading into Abby Trott's way of delivering the lines, and it felt like that wasn't, you know, wasn't necessarily flustered. It was like, oh, hey, you, what the hell are you doing here, you know? But I don't know. Speaking of, though, man, Abby Trott and Lisa Reimold, I mean, and AJ Becker was like all of these. Oh, Alex Lee is Jiji. That's awesome. I love Alex Lee. All of these characters, all of these voice actors are doing such an amazing job. Like, Abby Trott's line deliveries make me so happy. Momo is one of my favorite characters in anime right now, and like I would say 70% of that is because of Abby Trott's delivery. I have seen the Japanese version, by the way, up to like episode 6 or 7 or something, and I do really like the Momo in Japanese. So like she does a great job as well, but man, the Abby Trott's version of this character is like so phenomenal to me. It's so, like, it's just, I don't know, there's something about it that feels like, that really connects me to her and makes me really, really endeared to this character, but also very much believe her, like I very much understand her. AJ Beckles is doing just an awesome job with the like classic like anime nerdy type thing, but he's able to deliver the emotional moments so well, and then also like his transformations and stuff. All of that is really cool. And then Ira, oh my gosh, like I don't even know who Lisa Reimold is really. I don't recognize that name. Have I already looked it up? Let me see. No, I don't think I've looked it up. Why haven't I looked it up? Because I mean, so far she's just doing an incredible job. So yeah, she's Farlin. I did look at this at some point because I remember finding out that she was Farlin. Which is awesome because Farlin, I had sort of grow on me throughout the series, and you can go watch my Delicious in Dungeon reactions to see Farlin grow on me. I think you can see like the exact episode where I'm like, oh my god, I love this character. But she's got such a great like scratchiness to her voice, and I love hearing her as Ira because she's got that scratchiness to her voice, but also it's like she goes between this like vain voice and this bratty whiny screech so much, and I fucking love when voice actors can pull that off, because it reminds me a lot of Faye Mada, who does Aqua in Konosuba, right? Like, I remember when I first watched Konosuba in Japanese, I wasn't a big fan. I watched I think I watched like 4 or 5 episodes in Japanese. And as I was watching the show, I was like, I don't really like this show that much. Like the jokes don't really hit for me. Like it kind of does, you know, I get a little chuckle out of the episodes, but I just don't really care that much about it overall. And so I thought like maybe the show wasn't for me, and then I watched the English dub because I was like, oh, there's an English dub, I might as well watch that, and it clicked, and I was like, oh my gosh, this show is funny, and it's funny when you hear it with these voice actors delivering it. Like it really, really works for me. And one of the main things was Faye Mada's version of Aqua, where there were several times where she would have this screech crying, like just the absolute brattiest, like most, I hesitate to say annoying because I don't get annoyed by it, but the most annoying crying sounds possible. And the fact that she could reach those places, it made me laugh so much, and it made me just really, really enjoy it. And like that sort of vocal quality is what I look for in annoying characters, because Faye Mada's Aqua is just one of my favorite like annoying vocal performances of all time. It's just very funny. It's one of the funniest dub performances for me that I've heard. So yeah, Lisa Reimold, I'm falling in love with you. I'm a huge fan. I absolutely love it. All right, yeah, that's done, episode 10. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.